Alright, welcome back to another stream of the Discord Cup. We are in the round of 32. I have Jokingly versus Kiramode, which will be a crab versus lion. And because Kingsley is not here, I actually have special guest Joe from Cincinnati, who many of you might know from his cool videos, to give some crab insight to this.
Purpose in life, isn't it?
Yeah, come on, man. I mean, if a crab is involved, I think people expect Joe to be involved, right?
It's starting to feel that way. You know, I didn't really expect to take on this whole like the voice of the crab type thing
Yeah, you're
when
you're
I
the you're
started
the
playing this game,
vocal
but it's
you're the vocal person of our clan, man.
well, I mean, it would have been better if I actually did well then,
That's
right?
fair.
I mean,
Well, yeah, but see now instead of having to worry about playing, you can just cast with me, easy.
I can just, in my videos I mock myself. Now I can just mock other people, right?
Excellent, excellent. That's usually what I try to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at Jokingly's list here then. And is there anything here that stands out to you? I know you've been on Cloud the Mind, and I was talking to Spectre. He also said he likes the Cloud the Mind list. It doesn't look like Jokingly has adopted that. So what stands out here to you?
Yeah, me and Spectre, we just kind of one day I just messaged him or he messaged me or something. I was like, should Crab be running Cloud the Mind? And we were like, there's no way you can fit it in, because we only have one or two Shugenja. But then we started testing it and actually kind of worked out, surprisingly, because of the Wayfinders. But it's still kind of a niche build, in my opinion, because it does have times when it's dead in your hand. So I don't blame Jokingly at all for not running it. As for what he's including, I'm actually surprised that he's running intimidating Hitas, but no watch commanders. But that's really the only thing that I would call remotely surprising
You
in this
don't
case. You know,
you don't like the stats? Like you don't like it just as a stat character?
oh, it's a great stat character. 3 for a 4-2-1 is not bad at all. It's just when you see someone put in intimidating Hitas, it's often because
You
want
you
to
cut out a
just
little
go
bit
in
there.
for the dishonor. If you have intimidating Heatus in your deck, a lot of times it's just because you want to just double down on that dishonor pressure, which it doesn't seem like he's doing here. It's just for the stats, which is fine.
The game is up on Jigoku Joe, so if you want to go ahead and join as a spectator,
Yeah,
it does not look like it does not look like it has a password. Oh, there you are. Cool. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, so Jokingly is only on one Tetsubo. I know when you were playing Tetsubo in not Cloud Nine, you were running two.
yeah. It's a card that just deals with problem characters, and especially he's playing against Lion Crane, which can control, so it becomes even better.
Yeah, and he does have one Stoic Magistrate, which really helps in this matchup.
Yeah, it really does. And I did the same thing in my game in my deck list. I just ran one Stoke Magistrate just as like if I see Lion, I'll just dig for it, mulligan hard for it and discard my dynasty each round just to try and get
Just
to
to
it.
dig for it, yeah. So quickly looking at the Lion list here, Lion is playing Crane Splash, and he's actually splashing for no. So Noble Sacrifice is really important in this matchup.
Sacrifice is going to be fantastic in this deck. And I've for a long time I've felt like Noble Sacrifice is an amazing card. Whenever I talk to people about it, they always say like, "Oh, it's so hard to set up, so it's really difficult to get going." But in a deck with 3 4 shames, 3 court games, and then like what is it, 6 guys with pride? So he
Yeah,
just has to win a challenge with one or a conflict
and
with
three
one
Honor
with pride.
Generals.
Yeah, and 3 honor generals. So it's like all he's really got to do is win a conflict with one of these. Does he run all 6? Yeah, the Kodo Gunsos and the Moake Kabe guards.
He
All he has to do is win a conflict with those and then dishonor somebody somehow, and he's good to go. He's got a kill. He's
one
got a
thing to
target kill
note.
action.
One thing to note for the Lion player is he is playing Mia Satoshi, and
So let's see. What are
he's
the
got
Imperial cards
he's
he
got
has here?
2 Implacable Magistrates, 3 Imperial Storehouses, and 1 Imperial Palace, and 3 Ikoma Ujiakis.
Is Ujiaki Imperial?
Yep, right? Or is he just Bushi Daimyo? No. Oh, he's not. He's just Bushi Courtier. He is not an Imperial character. Okay.
So he's got the 2 magistrates. I guess if Lion is running it, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was because they want to seed their discard pile for the Spirit Caller.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah,
and
for
maybe
sure. And also mills keepers.
yeah, and dump some keepers in your discard pile.
Uh,
It also lets you dig for the Imperial Palace if you want to activate Ujiaki.
yep.
So I think there's a variety of things going on, but this is interesting. He seems to be running a relatively high curve lion deck, which
Oh, what
plays
was it?
very much into Crab's favor.
I think Kiramode might have jumped the gun a little bit and started the game against nobody. Just jokingly has joined the game as a
Jokingly joined
spectator.
as a spectator.
That's the easiest way to win, right, Joe? Is you just start the game against no one and declare victory?
You get to bid as much as you want with no honor loss,
Yeah,
and you
easy.
play. You win every conflict you initiate. Oh, it's fucking easy.
So we have
Cursing on this stream, by the way.
no, you're good. You're good. So we have the only other weird cards for Lion is Lion has 2 stand your grounds, which can help against say like Way of the Crab
Yeah.
or Assassination on some of the Pride targets, and then he also has 3 Steward of Law for the 4 Shame combo. Let me
Well,
just...
policy debate's an interesting choice out of Lion, but
Oh, Lion's playing 3 policy debates. Wow.
yeah,
That is
you don't see that very often
Um.
on card. And only 2-way the Lion. That's interesting.
I think Kiramode is going to give us the password here.
Okay. Oh, so it's now. Okay. 2, 3, 4.
What is? Oh, is that what it is?
I have no idea.
It's
We'll
not.
often do.
It's not, but I did try it. It's just NUT, all lowercase. Alright, giving the players all set to go.
Okay. There you go. Oh, so we can go. Yeah, so the Lion deck list. What's stronghold or what provinces is he running? Manicure Garden and Transposition, Feast or Famine, Shameful Display, and Elemental Fury.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Lion's provinces are very weird. He is playing Elemental Fury, and he has entrenched position for his stronghold, which will be very good against Crab.
Art of War. That's interesting.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Art of War is the water province for Lion. He's not playing Art of War. Wow.
A lot of times, what I see a lot of Lions do, and most recently especially, is they run like Feast or Famine, Shameful Display, and Art of War. So they basically get rewarded for every single time a province is broken, except for Shameful Display. So I'm surprised that he is not running Art of War here.
So this
Elemental
is
Fury.
this is a very strong flop from the Lion player. Going first, he hits Lion's Pride Brawler and a 2-drop. This is going to be really important to see if he plays the 2-drop. If he just plays the Brawler, it could signify a charge play. Oh, he just doesn't play the Brawler. Or is he going to play
Starts with the
Brawler?
Yokoto Gunso. This puts Crab in an interesting position. He's gonna buy his 2 characters, obviously.
Oh, so he buys a 1 with no fate. So any character that comes out right here can get Way of the Crab, and I think it would be a reasonable exchange. Or he could save this Guardian for a +4 because he has double holding.
I mean, the Guardian on this round especially is very powerful because he does have the 2 holdings. Away the Crab, a Gunso away.
Probably not
Unless
worth
you're-
it.
But he gets the Lion player gets the pass here.
Crisis Breaker is very strong against Lion's Pride Brawler.
That's true.
Wow, jokingly bids 1 into 5 here. So we are already seeing a very different gameplay than a lot of the other matches I broadcasted, where people are just 5-bidding each other into the dirt.
Kind of funny because that's precisely when you want a 1-bid, right? When people get too comfortable with the 5-on-5.
That's true. Turn 1 though, I have, even if I get 1 bid on turn 1, I never really feel that bad, because if you can leverage the extra cards that you have over your opponent, but Jokingly has a Spyglass here.
Yeah, and he knows that Lion Crane does not have any
Attachment
attachment control, so he basically can get 2 cards per round with this character.
Spyglass and Talisman of the Sun are going to be very good for Jokingly. Real quick, Jokingly's province line, it looks like he's running Fertile Fields, Defend the Wall, Meditations, Shameful, and Rally. So probably rally under his box.
Yeah, most likely rally under his box. This is a setup I see a lot of crabs doing right now. I've never gotten defend the wall to work to my liking personally,
Even with talisman.
because my opponents just do like one conflict per round against me. It's the one that they can win.
Oh sure.
So, uh, maybe my opponents are just expecting defend the wall the entire game, because I just run ancestral grounds, so they never see my Earth province, so they always might think that it's coming.
That's fair.
You know. So maybe that's why I never really get any use out of defend the wall, but very
So
popular.
we see the lion player going for an attack. He's probably gonna do fire, you think, to get this keeper into play?
What did he do? He did
Yeah,
fire.
and he's attacking
yeah,
the
he's
iron
doing
mine.
fire to get the keeper into play, and he's attacking the iron mines for obvious reasons,
Yep.
because iron mines is crazy. And jokingly, is most likely going to defend with both. Yeah.
So of note, lion does have a single fate left over, so we could see a charge here on the honor general or the Totori.
That's a possibility. Does is Heated Guardian did Crisis Breaker +4 so that he can't be bowed.
We see
By
an
the,
ornate
Lion
fan
Spread
on
Brawler.
our. Oh, we could see a policy debate incoming from the lion player because he has 3 policy debates.
That could be a possibility, and that's most likely what's going to happen based on this decision.
I hope jokingly realizes what's going to happen. He could potentially stronghold right now to make the bids a little bit closer.
Yeah, 4-2 wouldn't be so bad.
4-2 is at a range where both players might have a chance to win or tie. Like I've seen, there's been a lot of messed up policy debates where people have just counted wrong.
Yeah, and the nice thing here is he bid 1 to the Lions 5, so if he is so inclined, he could overbid on the policy debate if he needed to. If he needed to protect the key card in his hand, or if he wanted to see the Lion player's hand, you know? Did you get that?
What's up? Yeah, I heard you. Sorry, I was posting in Crab Chat that we got you commentating in here.
He's, like we thought, he's doing Lions Pride Baller versus the Heated Guardian. It's a 4-2 bid. And
Soto in the chat was saying assassinate into way of the crab incoming, and that would have been really sick. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like he had it.
yeah, he has the way of the crab, but he doesn't have the assassination.
He does have a lot of
No.
military buffs in his hand.
The Wayfinder is important. If I were the Lion player, I would take the Wayfinder.
You take Wayfinder here, okay? Just so then
Because
the crab
he's-
can't declare a conflict.
You know, the crab has these 2 guys both declaring an attack. So if he were to just what am I trying to say here?
So you're
if
saying,
he were
like,
to
so
get rid
after-
of the Wayfinder,
Yeah,
he
after the
can no longer
conflict.
use conflict.
So after this conflict, if you don't get rid of the Wayfinder, the crab can play Wayfinder and go for like Water Ring or something and get two attacks.
Exactly. So getting rid of the Wayfinder, I think, would be by far the best choice.
Okay. I think
People
there's-
see that. People see that Way of the Crab, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta get rid of Way of the Crab." So really,
Kiramode aptly naming Way of the Crab.
that's inappropriate.
Yeah, look, Joe. I'm sure you said. I'm sure you said worse. Now the real question is, I think that's a trap. I think if he takes Way of the Crab, it's a trap. I think jokingly would be very happy if he takes Way of the Crab.
I think he'd be thrilled if he took Way of the Crab.
Yeah. Like, I think the arguments right now are for Katana. You could take the Katana or the Wayfinder. He does
He
take
took
it.
Way of the Crab.
Wow.
Nice. I like that. A
Okay,
lot.
so jokingly gives +4/+4 to the Crisis Breaker. It draws a card, so it's 5 to 10 right now, and nicely, jokingly gets to draw a card after the policy debate happens.
Yeah. So he has one more card that is unknown to his opponent. Now, the Lion player has 7 cards, so you have to assume he's got something in his hand to help him win this conflict. It's probably a charge, most likely, for Totori. But
Do you charge Totori or do you charge the Honor General? I guess Totori lets you dishonor the Breaker and then honor your Brawler, so it's probably better.
yeah, because, you know, if you do a Ring of Fire, you get to double Ring of Fire it, and then you can, like you said, dishonor the Breaker, and then maybe you have a Noble Sacrifice in hand. Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the charge. The expected
Sorry.
charge. So what can jokingly get up to? He can +2 with a Katana, but that's not enough. So he katanas. So the Lion strongholds here and goes up to 14.
I mean, I think that I don't. Yeah,
The lion player can bow the guardian and make it 14 to 13.
yeah, he doesn't have a play here. Jokingly, he has no play here that can win in the conflict anymore. What he might want to do, really, no, there's no reason to do much of anything here.
Yeah, he should just prevent. If he should just try and make it not break. Really.
Gonna break at this time, and maybe that is good enough for his opponent. We'll see.
So yeah, bows. Oh, the guardian was actually giving 2. I forgot because of the box. So he is breaking right now. So
Okay.
oh, okay. So jokingly just gives it up. He's just like, yo, take it, take it. So he favorable grounds out his breaker. I think this is very smart.
Yeah, I think it's the right play. It hurts to do.
It does, but it's also
Boy.
he makes sure that the Lion Sprite Brawler has used her bow ability, so she can't bow the breaker at home.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he could have anyway. The breaker is 3,
Breaker's
4,
at
5.
5. Yeah, okay. So and she's only at 4. That's fair. So discards that pesky iron mine. He does have a keeper. He decides to honor Toturi and
And
dishonor
honor
breaker.
he must have a stand your ground.
Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, he can stand your ground Toturi now. Oh wow.
Fine. That would be annoying to deal with.
You think that would be such a strong turn 1 from the lion player here? Okay, so Wayfinder looks around. He does not want to run into feast or famine. Okay, hits
Shameful
shameful.
display. Eh. The good news is if he does go after shameful display,
You can mill void with a breaker, and kill shameful display, and then you can remove the fate off the brawler.
he gain a dishonor token, which could be very bad next round. Now, the
No,
lion player doesn't have any fate left,
he
so
has
he
the
can't shameful display.
yeah, he has this keeper.
Other thing you could do, since you know he has stand your ground in his hand. He has stand your ground in his hand because there's no other reason to honor Totori there. So you could do an Earth Ring just to see if he can get that 1 out of 6 chance.
Just Mize? Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
What is 1 out of 6? Is that 16%? You get a 16% chance to get rid of Totori. That might be worth.
Yeah, it's like 16.66. Yeah, repeating. Oh, he doesn't attack shameful and he hits feast or famine. Oh, it's a
Very
political.
good for him.
If
Because it's a 1 strength.
well,
which
no,
is-
no, no. I do this with Dragon a lot. If the lion player here has a fan, he can just let this go unopposed and win and almost win the game on the spot.
If he does that, then yeah.
Yeah. So Soto in chat is calling my play too. Oh man, I've done this to so many players. It's like, oh sure, you hit feast or famine, you think you're safe? Now your guy's too strong.
2 fans in his first 9 cards, then sure, he can have it, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's not unrealistic. We saw some pretty strong draws in some of these other games.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Does he run all 3 fans?
He does run all 3 fans.
Only attach when he runs, so he's running 3 fans. So he has
You cut out a
3
little
of
bit there,
them.
Joe.
So he's drawn 9 cards. What are the odds of seeing 2? You can do a calculation on that, right?
It involves like mulligan. I don't have the hypergeometric calculator on hand. Because it involves mulliganing too. Because if you mulligan not a fan, it's another chance to see a fan. I don't know. It's probably
defends.
it's probably
So
not that
he-
high. Oh, he does defend.
defends,
So
so
he doesn't have a fan then. Okay. So he's protecting. He wants to protect his Totori because he doesn't want to have a chance of discarding the stand your ground.
Yeah. Jokingly just lets him win it.
And so now jokingly can get an unopposed on Shameful and void the brawler. What would you do here?
Yeah, that's the best call. You wish you could do fire, but you can't, so you just void the brawler and move to the next round.
You do get rid of this honor general, but that can also be a
card.
negative against Lion.
That's true. But he gets the void ring and removes the fate from.
Probably the brawler. I can only imagine. It could. I guess he could do the Gunso. Okay, it is the brawler.
Yeah, you'd have to think it's the brawler. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So he may keep a Totori, but at least he loses the brawler.
Now I don't know if you saw Vince's match, but in the second flop, the Lion flipped Totori triple honor general, and
Man.
Vince killed him on turn 2.
So he chooses not to discard the honor general.
It's gonna go away at the end of the turn, so I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
on a
yeah.
broken
So
promise.
there's a stand your ground,
Yup,
as we all knew was there.
that is a very strong turn by the Lion. So Lion players basically Lion wants to break military once per turn is their goal,
Pretty much, yeah.
and if
They got rid of the brawler. Oh, and there's a spirit caller.
yeah, Spirit Caller for the Honor General in the graveyard. So he can go Spirit Caller with 2 and play Mowaku Kabe Guard with 1 or 0 even if he wants.
And the sad part here is really that the keeper initiates are just Crab's best friend and worst enemy.
And worse than yeah.
Because they impede way the Crab so hard it's like insane.
So
for them
Jokingly
personally.
does have a Tetsubo, which can give him a lot of military strength. Oh, Kiramode just takes the early pass too, so he's not even worried. So Jokingly decides to flood the board and hope to just kind of weather this storm.
And we know Jokingly has a charge in hand, so
Yes.
he could always charge Shuichi out if he feels so inclined.
So Kiramode bids 3 and Jokingly bids 1. So Kiramode's down to 3 honor right now.
It's getting a little dangerous, but he does have 2 honored guys leaving this round.
Yeah. It's kind of like
Unless,
Crane, where they seem like they're low on honor, and then after the regroup phase happens, it's like, how did they get this 3 honor?
Jokingly is definitely going all in on the dishonor strategy
He
here.
does have this intimidating Hita also to kind of let Kiramode know that you need to do two conflicts or risk another honor loss.
So there's a possibility of getting some unopposed conflicts as well. Now, the question is like, do you do fire or do you just do air? I think you might just want to do air.
I would say, does he want the Fate here? I think he wants the Fate, right? Because the Fate gives him the ability to play Tetsubo and Shuichi, or charge Shuichi.
Yeah. Well, does it? Hold on. He has 2.
I thought he had. Oh, he didn't get the first pass. That was it. Because
Yeah.
he played the Envoy.
So he's attacking militarily 3 at
Manicured Gardens?
Manicured Gardens, which is fine. When your opponent has 3 fate, giving them a 4th fate isn't all that backbreaking.
Yeah, exactly. The return isn't as insane as going from like 0 to 1.
Yeah, and this is I've had multiple discussions about what is better, Fertile Fields or Manicured Garden, and I think the answer is more just like it depends.
It depends on your playstyle also. Like, Lion here has been high bidding on drawing cards, so the Fate might be more useful.
Yeah.
Whereas when you don't have that many cards, like, being able to draw an extra card is a huge deal.
Yeah. When you have 3 fate and you're sitting on it and you get your 4th fate.
Raygun chat hits you with, "Sorry you got stuck with Joe. Talk about a fate worse than death." Ooh. Ooh.
We playing Scorpion right now? What the fuck is Rega talking about?
I mean, I did just get sent home, bowed, blanked, and dishonored. Just saying.
No, it's not relevant in this game, you smartass.
No, he's saying that me casting with you is a fate worse than death.
Oh, I thought you meant like going from 3 to 4 fate.
No. He
Worse than death.
He was literally he was comparing me having to get stuck casting with you to a fate worse than death.
But I mean, Rega sucks anyway, so.
Come on, man. We wouldn't have this tournament if it wasn't for him.
And Sandy could have done it.
Yeah, all right. That's true. He is in crab chat, so I mean, crabs are the best.
Crab chat, best chat, man. So he wins, but he doesn't break. That's.
Claims the air ring, goes down to 2 honor. So the cool part is because he did his military attack here, this Crisis Breaker is going to be able to stand,
Whenever he attacks, he can just stand the Crisis Breaker and move him in whenever he feels.
and he gets to draw
So
another
inclined.
card.
So his hand is relatively healthy because of that Spyglass, and because Lion Crane has no attachment control.
So he got policy debated. What do we know he has remaining? So we know he has a Tetsubo.
We saw the charge.
No, we have. Okay, so he has a charge, Tetsubo, and that's all we know is in his hand right now.
So
So he has 4 unknown cards and a charge and a Tetsubo.
And hey, having four unknown cards when
So we have
your
a
opponent
singular military attack with Toturi, and he hits
had
meditations. That's
meditations,
pretty fortunate for the lion player.
that's that's the best case scenario.
Now, what do you defend with if you're crab here, Joe?
Jeez.
Because there's always so we know there's an honor general and a brawler in the graveyard here.
I
Man,
Man, that is a tough
you know
call.
what would be sick here is a cloud the mind on the spirit color.
That would be pretty nice. Have it. So he's got six coming at him. He could defend with the intimidating Hita, which would give him four, and then he could just bring the Crisis Breaker in anyway, and then Stronghold to give himself a pretty robust defense.
That's fair. So he stands breaker, moves it in, so draws a card off Spyglass. He's got 7
Oh.
cards in hand now. He has a charge
Yeah,
for
so that's what he ends
Shuichi.
up doing.
He has a charge still,
Yeah.
and he has a Tetsubo. Both offer three strength. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so he brings in.
Wow. So he charges Honor General. I think this is going to be a for greater glory play here. I think we're seeing the traditional lion for greater glory play here, because this is going to give him so much military strength, because he can spirit color the other general, and that'll gain him another honor also.
And Shuichi with his own charge.
Okay, so 12 to 12. Currently, the crab stronghold will beat the lion stronghold because it's 3 characters to 2.
The lion player has to have something else in his hand.
No, he just has spirit color. If he spirit colors honor general, that's another 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Fuck. Spirit color.
Yeah, look, see, we're up to 20 on military. Like, this is just insane.
So the lion player's seen 2 charges now. That's,
Lion player has drawn over a quarter of their deck, so they're at what, seen 13 cards. It's not unreasonable to see too.
And this is a shame because, jokingly has gone with this one bid strategy to put pressure on the.
I was talking to Spectre.
Already he has four honored guys on the board now.
Yeah, I was talking to
He's
Spectre.
gonna go back up
and
to
he was,
6 honor.
no. So one of the generals is going to get for greater glory. This is a for greater glory play, almost assuredly. Spectre was saying that he likes to bid more like 2 or 3 now.
Yeah, I have not done the bid 1 plan since core set. And by the way, if I'm doing the 1 bid plan, I'm running Watch Commanders.
Oh yeah, click for snare. I forgot that the other honor general will pump the new honor general. Yep. So yeah, it is +8. 1 honor general +8. Jesus.
So this is what I was saying at the beginning of the podcast, or at the beginning of the whatever this is
The stream.
game. Yeah, if you're gonna go with intimidating Hitas and if you're gonna go with the 1 bid strategy, I don't see why you're not running Watch Commanders.
That's fair. Yeah, because the watch commander here would have been a 1 honor loss from the charge, and then it would stop. It would literally stop him from playing any other cards in this conflict. So Kiramode passes here. We saw a mountain defense fall on Shuichi.
He did not play for Greater Glory. That's fortunate.
Wow.
Fortunate. That's
He could have a stand your ground, another stand your ground for the honor general.
maybe.
I'm just very surprised he used a charge like that. I guess maybe he just used it as break plus gain an honor at the end of the turn.
Yeah, it's an honor pressure relieving device and everything like that. So now the good news is
Jokingly
he can
just gets a free attack at Feast or Famine.
stealth the only guy,
Yep.
and he can do fire to undishonor the honor general if he so chooses.
You could do that, or you could consider doing Earth, and try and. He's doing water. Okay, so he's gonna water, and he's gonna ready one of his breaker or his intimidating Hita. Or you could bow. You can bow the Gunso. But bowing the Gunso is risky because your opponent could have ready for battle.
Yeah, and jeez.
Yeah, click first there. Yeah, Lion does have no. He doesn't have he has a Steward of Law, and so we can see a for shame here, because he's playing 3 Steward of Laws with 3 for shames, so we can see a for shame combo.
Kiramode is saying fuck.
I think Oh, assassination! That's so good! Oh, jokingly hits him with the assassination. So Kiramode played that character with 1, and now Kiramode doesn't have any defense here. That's an unopposed, and if he doesn't have ready for battle, he could lose. Oh no, he won't be able to lose because the air ring's already been claimed.
Yeah.
Oh, he just readies the breaker. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably just saying he'd rather defend with the breaker than try and bow the guy and then get ready for battle.
Exactly. He didn't want to risk. He didn't want to risk ready for battle. Oh man, that was almost hype. That jokingly just dishonored him out. That would have been sick. It is 2-2 breaks though, and I mean it hasn't looked good for Crab, but I mean this is pretty good here. So Kiramode has to attack here.
Yeah. Now.
Well, technically not. So he can attack and then lose an honor for unopposed, or he can not attack and lose an honor.
Oh, jokingly is out of conflicts.
Oh, jokingly is out of conflicts. So then you attack here.
Here.
No, Rega, I think Kiramode should attack. Oh, you're saying because he's honored? Yeah, that's true. If Kiramode attacks, he loses an honor token from this guy. So Kiramode passes conflict, goes down to 1 honor. Yeah, that's fair, Rega. We see a reprieve saving the breaker.
He has a reprieve. Thank God.
Jokingly does win favor, and he is going to get 2 fate and 2 cards from these envoys.
And the lion board clears pretty substantially too. If he's got away the crab, I would consider it here.
Oh, I mean, I would. It would hurt, but I would.
I would consider it. It would hurt, but I would consider it.
So the real problem with the lion board clearing is it's not really clear because the spirit color is still here, and currently the lion graveyard is stacked. You have Brawler, General, really and Toturi. Another spirit color. Oh no.
God, so he's got. I mean, Kiramode can only buy one of these 3 and then the Gunso, but he's got options. Now, luckily, he doesn't have the favor, so Ujiaki's not going to be bought. But
correct.
You might want to. You have to hard cast either Totori or the Spirit Collar, and he chooses the Spirit Collar.
Spirit Collar for sure. Yeah. And then he might also Gunso as protection from Way of the Crab.
And luckily for Lion, he probably has his 3rd charge in hand. So
come on, dude. You can only pick one. You can only pick one clan to be salty at. Like you're salty at Scorpion right now.
Wait, when was I salty at Scorpion?
That one league video. You were real salty in that one.
Yeah, you're allowed to be salty when you're losing.
That's fair. So Kiramode flips his 3rd Toturi here. So these spirit colors are just gonna have fuel for days.
Yeah. Now this Vanguard Warrior is nice because it's going to keep the Crisis Breaker around another round.
So he plays the other.
And he's gonna get another one.
Now is he gonna play the Witch Hunter with the 1? Probably. So Kiramode passes for Fate, which is obvious because he doesn't have any other plays. What do you do if you're jokingly here?
I pass.
Oh, he passes.
Yeah,
you have 5 Fate. What are you gonna? You think maybe has charge?
Yeah.
Jokingly 1 bids again.
God.
And
Kiramode
doesn't respect. You know what? I think the 2-bid there is fine. I think 2-bid's fine because he has a spirit color for an honor general, so that's an honor right there.
That's annoying.
I think Kiramode's gained like 4 or 5 honor from honored characters leaving.
He has. He's gotten good value out of it for sure.
Rega's asking, you think Kiramode goes for double air here just to take himself fully out? He could go double fire though. No, I think Kiramode goes fire because he will get he'll get double honor and he will get a keeper.
It's dealer's choice. I think he would go fire just because it also has a fate attached to it.
Yeah, that too. It's the fate, the keeper, and you can because he's gonna pull an honor general. He'll also pride his Gunso.
So he has a Crisis Pick with 2 spyglasses on it, which is really nice. And he's going at the Stoke Magistrate, and it flips Shameful Display, which is fantastic for...
So, I think Jokingly has to not use it as much as it hurts. He just has to not use it until the Spirit Colors get activated.
Well, yeah, especially since he most likely won't even need to use it because he can just defend with a Crisis Breaker, be above the Lion player for the time being,
Yep.
and if he brings in the Honor General, which is his most likely play to win, then he can do it. Or if he charges into Tori, then he does it. He can wait because he's winning so hard right now.
If you're lying here, do you even charge Totori when you can just Spirit Color one?
Can he Spirit Color one?
Yeah, there's one in his
Oh,
graveyard too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, he can do that.
He has all three. He has all three of his big hitters. He has Brawler, General, and Totori.
And he has two. He has two with these Spirit Colors, so
Yep.
he could do both of them if he
Yeah,
really wanted
I
to.
think scenarios like this are what actually made you want Cloud the Mind, Hajo.
This is exactly the scenario why you want Cloud the Mind. Because sometimes they're just going to have silly stuff like this going on, and you're like, man, I really wish I could pay one fate to turn that guy off
Yeah,
forever.
Bruzy's saying that that jokingly could also have a charge for this Witch Hunter, which would be ideal. Okay, so Totori comes first.
Now, you can just dishonor Totori.
I think you dishonor Totori. It's a 3-stat swing as opposed to dishonoring the General is only a 2-stat swing.
and then it's a dishonor when he leaves immediately.
Well, sure,
So-
it'll cancel itself out with the General.
Because this came in with Spirit. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but both of
Both leave
both
at the
of them
same
will
time.
leave it immediately.
Alright, fair enough.
So jokingly uses a shameful. So that's a 4-stat swing right now. So it's 5 to 9. Both strongholds haven't been used. So if Kiramode brings in General's 5, 6, 7 more.
Yeah. Now, ideally, jokingly also has a charge to bring in the Steadfast Witch Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, if jokingly has the charge for the Witch Hunter, I think this could be good. Alternatively, Kiramode could bring in the Brawler and bow the out of conflict Vanguard Warrior. I'm not sure, that doesn't seem as ideal, but it's definitely a line he could take.
Yeah, it could, but then again, jokingly has 5 conflict characters that are all cost 1 fate. The
Yep.
odds of that actually stopping a conflict are relatively low.
Well, you don't even have to then, because if he doesn't bring in the Honor General, he could get dishonored out by unopposed. Because if he taps his other Spirit Caller, he's not going to have any defenders. He's going to get unopposed, unopposed.
He basically needs to bring the Honor General out.
Yeah,
If he's going to bring anything
I think
out.
he's priced into bringing Honor General. Like he just has to.
I mean, obviously, if he wins this conflict, then it becomes less dire. But if the Crab is winning this conflict, then
Well,
yeah, he needs
the thing
to bring it
about
on.
bringing out the Keeper as your defender is really important. Yep, yeah, Rega's saying if Kiramo loses this conflict, he'll lose the game because the Pride will make the Gunso dishonored, and then any single unopposed is game. So Kiramo needs
Does
to win
Rhaegar
this.
want to be in this commentary?
Rega said that he got home late, so that's why he was unable to join me. Also, come on, man, I chose you. You are the Crab champion.
I am not the Crab champion. I'm the Crab.
You're what's the term? You're the Crab like ambassador. So jokingly does have charge for Witch Hunter. This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
So he goes
Now-
to 13. General brings the Lion player up to 18.
He'd have to make up a 5-stat difference,
He
which
has a Tetsubo in his hand.
Tetsubo for 3. This is getting tense.
Wow.
If only he had that Cloud the Mind, this would have been perfect. We're sitting here. Kiramode is deciding what he needs to do next. At some point, he has to bring in the Honor General. I don't know if he's doing it now or if he has another action in between that he can.
Oh yeah,
Kinda
yeah. The Honor General actually represents 8 more because it's another character for the Stronghold. So here's the
There's the
General.
Honor General.
The General leaving play immediately will just cancel out the Totori. So it's net neutral on Honor.
He can honor 2 more people if he really wants to.
Well, he's gonna get this Keeper is the main thing. He's gonna get an Honor Keeper. I think you honor the Keeper so that way if it gets assassinated, you don't lose.
Let's see here. Claim. Can you honor a keeper with the ring?
Yeah,
of
so
fire?
you do reactions. So it's claim the ring, then you get 2 reactions. So you choose to use your Keeper. You choose to use your Keeper reaction first, and then you use Totori's reaction. Sure, yeah, Rega's saying you can double honor Totori also.
Yeah.
Because Totori's thing is also a reaction.
He brings in a Wayfinder just for that extra 1 strength for
Do you
the
think
stronghold.
do you think that's worth it as opposed to trying to get an unopposed?
Um, he does have 2 conflicts coming up. That might mean that he has another conflict
Oh
character
no
in
no
his
no!
hand.
He can just hack the Wayfinder to the Witch Hunter and
Do
ready
a
a
water ring
character.
if you wanted to.
Okay, so we see a box here.
So it's 18 to 18.
Yeah, but then Shameful breaks here anyway from the Lion Stronghold. Jokingly does have a Tetsubo. Like,
I have Tetsubo, so he could tie.
I think stopping the break is important. That delays the Lion player by 1 whole turn.
Because he's not winning by honor.
Yeah, exactly. And jokingly can threaten 2 breaks here.
One player is definitely going all out on this attack because he needs to.
I mean, him hitting Shameful is a really big deal here. Now, to play devil's advocate, Spectre was touting the praises of Pilgrimage. If this was Pilgrimage, it would be insane. It would prevent Toturi, and it would prevent the firing at all. He would get.
But if it was Pilgrimage, then it would be +3 for
Or it'd
Totori.
be +4.
and
Yeah. All right.
Crisis
Never mind.
Breaker.
Yeah. It'd be a force wing.
So it'd be breaking anyway. That's the argument that people.
No, it wouldn't. It would be 21. It would be 21 to 7. I mean, it would be 4 difference, right? So it's 21 to 21. So it'd just be 21 to 17. Right. So if you add 3 to the line and -1, so it'd be 24 to 20 if the Shameful had not gone off.
Well, yeah. Now with the Tetsubo, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that jokingly might have another reprieve, so he's gonna go for Earth here and probably reprieve this breaker again.
Got these 2 Vanguard Warriors. He's not worried.
Oh yeah, he's got Vanguard Warrior. Vanguard Warrior is sick. He's like probably the best 2-drop in the game.
I think he's up there.
Him, Brash Samurai, and like Swordsmith are all insane.
So he's winning but not breaking. Ugh. Let's see if Jokingly has another card in hand. Fine Katana. Maybe a Bonsai. We haven't seen a Bonsai yet.
We have not seen a Bonsai from either. Oh, is that a Way of the Lion?
To what he played. Okay, so yeah. Kiramode 1, 21 to 21.
Yep.
So he's going to go back up to, what is this, 4 honor? No. Away now, but the keeper comes out. He gets to. He just dishonored the Crisis Breaker. That tells me that he probably has that Noble Sacrifice in hand.
Yeah, Kalimsha's saying you could have charged the Magistrate, and the Magistrate would have stopped 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're gonna see Noble Sack here. Yep.
This is a Noble Sack.
Absolutely.
Which you just can't do anything about, unfortunately.
Yeah, he doesn't have any fate to. Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't have any fate to reprieve here. Does he have a rebuild?
That would be his only thing.
If Jokingly has a rebuild, he should play it right now, and he should rebuild. Yes, he does have a rebuild. Oh, he's so good. That's so good. I'm not biased. I swear.
Okay, so he rebuild.
Yes, and so Kiramode gambles because this could be the game because that's another honor status that he doesn't have in play. So if Jokingly has an assassination here, he gets 2 unopposed, and Kiramode loses.
So how would he get 2 unopposed with assassination?
So if he has assassination, so he attacks here. So
Okay.
so he attacks water. He attacks water, and then stands a character, and he has a Witch Hunter stand too.
Yeah, he's got the Witch Hunter stand, so he could do. Let's see here.
Kiramode does have 8 cards and 3 fate, so he does have access to 3 more conflict characters. You have two Steward of Laws and 1 political rival.
He could do a 1 strength air conflict, which he should do the military air conflict.
Yeah, you should. You should go air. You should take air off the table. I think you should stand. Yeah, okay, he does stand first. Okay,
He
perfect.
stands the Crisis Breaker first, so he can go in, get the 2 more cards, and then do an air conflict.
Yeah.
Put one more honor pressure on him.
So
He's gonna be 3 at the end of the round.
He knows the last province is Elemental Fury, so he should just not attack that. Okay, he's not. He's attacking Manicure Garden,
And going from 3 fate to 4 fate.
doing a military attack.
Oh, and he went Earth. Interesting.
He wanted the Fate, I guess. This leaves the
I
door
suppose.
open for Kiramode to play a conflict character and take air off the table.
Dating.
Yeah, the chat is saying that he should not have So Kiramode was first player, so after he doubled his Honor the Breaker, his first action should have been Noble Sack, but he passed priority and gave Jokingly the window to play the rebuild.
It's interesting that he passed that.
Yeah, maybe he was gonna see if he. So maybe he was waiting for Jokingly to stand it with the Witch Hunter and like was being really greedy.
Maybe that's why he said bad gamble on my part.
Well,
He
Rega,
wanted
he
him to
doesn't
waste the
need
stand.
reprieve. He's got double Vanguard Warrior. Conflict character could be a real thing.
Yeah. But this is a military, so he probably doesn't have he doesn't have a conflict character.
He could have the. Okay, so we see the political rival. So
Yeah.
he plays political rival because he doesn't want to have it discarded to the Earth Ring.
This is another reason why I would have just gone air.
Yeah, so now the rival can just sneak in and break Shameful, and this also takes the Iron Mine out of there, which is huge.
Oh man. Betting on him not having that political rival, and he does.
He could have had Steward of Law too, and Steward of Law would have tied with the Vanguard Warrior, and I guess it would have not killed the Iron Mine though. So if Jokingly is a reprieve for this breaker, it's really important. This has been a really wild game. Oh, we see a policy debate against the Initiate. So we're gonna see hands here.
Yeah. So he's got 1, 2.
He's got 2 to 1.
2.
It's 2 to 1.
Oh god.
Jokingly bid 1. 100% he bid 1. Kiramode bid 3!
Oh.
Kiramode bid 3! If this was air, he would have lost on the spot.
Yeah, if he should have done air now, even more so. He didn't even have the noble sacrifice. Well,
No. This is Jokingly's hand.
Jokingly's hand. Ah, that's too bad. So he had the talisman.
So he's gonna take Talisman. So Kiramode should take Talisman here.
Yeah, but man. Now the air ring, like it's just you so need that air ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The chat is going crazy. Rega's like, why? We got why? Wow, why would you bid 3? Yeah, and yeah, he absolutely has to use the rival to unopposed. So yeah, so he makes him discard Talisman, and he's gonna unopposed into Shameful with air.
Yeah.
And he knows he has no reprieve in hand now, so the Noble Sack will be able to Noble Sack the breaker.
The good news is then Jokingly could just come back with an
Jokingly should have
unopposed
Tatsubo'd.
void ring.
You think I think Jokingly should have Tatsubo'd this keeper.
He could have, but he doesn't have Way of the Crab, so it's not really even all that big of a deal.
That's fair.
So he loses an admit defeat. Is not relevant right now.
Nope. So he's gonna go to.
He still has 6 cards in hand.
Yeah. Oh man. Jokingly had the win. If he had just all he had to do was go for air.
Yeah, but then if he had done air ring, 2, right?
Maybe.
He's been pretty irresponsible with his honor so far, so. I mean, he's got to, yeah. He's doing air political at the Shameful Display. Both of Jokingly's Wayfinders are sitting in his discard pile, so what he could do...
I mean,
he's got his second rebuild, he could Favorable Grounds.
Oh, that would be so sick!
Runs the Vanguard Warrior in to try and prevent the break.
No, we know his hand. Oh, he drew a random card, though, off the Earth Ring. So he has one unknown card.
If he top decked the second rebuild.
Yeah, top deck or
He has
rebuild
a-
here, or the second talisman.
Second talisman.
Second
Those
talisman.
are the two cards that
Oh,
you see.
wait. Jokingly, does Jokingly have? Oh, Rally's under his box. Oh, that'd be so sick. He could box him over to Rally and bow out the guy. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that would be so good. Click for snares in chat saying court games to dishonor. That's probably correct.
Yeah.
If you're
Just to keep out the dishonor pressure.
Yep.
Keep him at three honor. But
wait,
the air ring.
can Jokingly break on on this attack?
Let's see. What would Lion's stronghold be?
No. He doesn't have a witch hunter. It's entrenched position.
So he need to get the 7.
Yeah, no. I thought he might have a witch hunter stand by chance. If he had a witch hunter stand, then he could get close. Cause he has a fan in his hand.
Or the shameful display. Oh, not sorry. The
There's the
what is it
noble
called?
sack.
Noble
Oh.
sacrifice.
And Jokingly does not court games this political rival. So I think he's given up on dishonor.
I don't know. He can do a void ring here. Political. Get rid of one of the spirit callers at least.
Yep. Now, Way of the Crab could have been good here. I guess he doesn't have it, but like if he had Tetsubo, this keeper, he could have then sacked his one Vanguard Warrior to put a Fate in the Witch Hunter, and then Way of the Crab to the other Spirit Caller.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Oh,
unfortunately, it doesn't
I'm
have
sorry, Brucey. So we have an so he would have had an unopposed, and so that'll bring him down to 2 honor. If he had dishonored this political rival, he'd be going back down to 1 honor.
it. Yeah. And you just put the 2 fate on the witch hunter here, I think. Right?
Yeah,
He wants
for
to
sure.
do it again. Oh, he's just waiting on Kiramode
To pass priority.
and he does it again. So the last round coming up here. I believe that no one can.
Yeah,
Make a
Dengeki
break.
Q. It looks like Kiramode has chosen to go with entrenched position, which helps him in matchups against the Lion Mirror, against Crab, and against Unicorn.
Yeah, but I don't think that there's even any. Is there any unicorn?
There isn't. I'm
in
just
round?
saying those. That's where entrenched position helps you more. It can help you against Dragon more too, but Dragon usually doesn't care which one is there. They just go for the other ones. He flips Kasada.
This is not a bad flop.
He flips
for
Kasada with a
Joe.
keeper.
So Ujiaki's a nothing, so that's not even a big deal.
This is a pretty bad flop from the Lion player. He might just hardcast Toturi. Like, so he buys Kasada with 1, and he's probably gonna buy the Yasuki then, I think, to use as stand fodder.
Yeah. Just use the keeper as a stand fodder if he wants to go.
Oh,
Or-
Tenorem in chat, a Lion player is saying you had to have discarded Toturi unless you have charge in your hand. And I guess in the top 15 cards of your deck, if you see 3 charges, you'll probably win.
Probably has that 3rd charge then, which is just classic Lion.
Classic, yeah, exactly, classic Lion. So, Jokingly's first attack, he could just put it. I don't think you can go military. You just won't break. I think you just do an attack to claim the Earth Ring and to get your keeper out.
Yeah. Has anyone passed yet?
No, Kiramo's trying to figure out what to play. He's tanking right now.
He's thinking right now.
Yeah, Kalimsha's noting that what's really interesting is that Crab has been won the entire game and has drawn 4 more cards than the Lion player. That just shows you the power of Spyglass.
Spyglass, yo.
Look, Rega, I'm not here to enforce. I'm not an admin or a judge. I'm not here to enforce slow play. If you want to come into this game, it's on you.
Rega's such a troll.
I will say this has been one of the more interesting and exciting games I've commentated with both players just breaking left and right, some pretty insane combat numbers. Like, it has been really fun.
And Lion against Crab is always a fun game.
So he actually he hard cast the Honor General. All right, well, look, when you have the third charge, you got the third charge, I guess. Yeah, Kasada's a big deal. A lot of players like can use their box to blank Kasada. Okay, so jokingly passes for Fate. He could have a conflict character. If he has a skirmisher, what if he has a skirmisher here? What does that do for him?
Skirmisher, that means that his opponent, he could attack 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 into the stronghold, and his opponent could bring out Totori.
It does force a defensive activation of the Spirit Caller, which is not that big of a deal, and you then have a stand with your Witch Hunter. How many?
Spyglass.
Jokingly, he's not playing Gaijin Customs, is he? He's not. And he has playing 2 Mountain Does Not Fall, and he's already played 1. He has already played his 1 Tetsubo, so he does not have any more. He could have Bonsai though. We have not seen a single Bonsai from the Crab player.
Yeah, no bonsais on either side. Is Lion even running bonsai? I imagine they would.
I would imagine so. I'm checking.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're running
3 bonsais.
3 bonsais and 2 Way of the Lion though. They shaved a Way of the Lion.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know. With Way of the Lion, you basically lose on average 1 strength because your typical lion is 3 strength. But you get to keep the 1 lion.
Yeah. Tenorim
I guess the lion.
Oh, go ahead.
What is Tenorim saying?
I was saying someone in chat is saying that you could definitely forget Kasada. And so, if Kiramode forgets Kasada and just tries to like raw dog the Spirit Caller, and he'll just lose.
Oh, that'd be fantastic if that worked out. But we still need to see Jokingly play the skirmisher. Which,
Yeah, sure. Of note, the Lion player cannot use his stronghold on defense because it does not affect the board.
During a conflict by the stronghold, each attacking character you control gets +1.
Because none of your characters are attacking, it actually doesn't do anything, and so you cannot do it. Just like you can't use the Crab stronghold on offense.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it works.
We had a game with Vince, and his opponent hadn't popped Kasada yet, and he ran out of characters in play, and so he couldn't use his Crab stronghold to stop Kasada, and so he was unable to play a card.
This is bold. He's just going.
He's like,
Oh, he's doing political.
Let's make sure that he didn't misclick the ring too many times before blockers are declared.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. He's saying he's going political.
Alright, I think for future... Look, Kalimsha, I appreciate you trying to get the game going, but in future reference, I think we should let, like, the admins or Rega handle stuff like that where they want to double check to make sure it's an interface error.
I love how Kalimsha's comments basically like, the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Alright, Kiramode's gonna tank a little bit here. The only reason I find this funny is because earlier today in Rega's game, there was an error with latency on the ring selection, and it did select the wrong conflict.
Defend with 3.
Kalimsha has dishonorably left the game now. Brucey is saying that he can sack to stand Kasada.
Or if he wins this, he could just sack the keeper.
Yeah, for sure. Also, he has a fan in his hand. We do know he has a fan in his hand.
He does.
What is the best political defender that Lion has? Lion could Spirit Caller Ujiaki, who's a 5 Paul.
With your Spirit Caller, I'm on board.
And we know that Jokingly has Rally under his stronghold, which is really strong against Lion. It almost always buys you a whole turn.
I mean, we'll see how he defends before we can say whether or not the rally is relevant. Because if he can keep the Keeper Monk standing and not lose a break with just a Spirit Call trigger, then he can just Keeper Monk to trigger the rally to the cause and then come in on his military.
Yeah, but that would mean he would need to not defend with the Keeper Monk and have a strong enough force to break. That's asking a lot, Joe.
That's lying, man.
Rega commenting
Why?
that Kalimsha is the best QA tester the league could ever ask for. I agree. Yeah, Jigoku did just recently add a mode where spectators cannot talk.
I mean, Sideshow's been talking about hater chat for the longest time, but we haven't seen it materialize yet.
Yeah, that's because you can't trust Sideshow with anything that involves chatting, because that dude always is chatting.
Is he like 17?
Yeah, he's got too much energy.
guy.
He's just talking.
Ambitions, but doesn't follow through. And I hope he watches this. I hope he hears me.
I mean, don't worry,
talking
it's a
shit
crab
about him.
game, so I'll make sure to post the video in crab chat, so that way everyone can hear us make fun of him.
He does
Kiramo
not
does not
so-
defend. Okay, so he's gonna spirit caller then.
Yeah, he's spirit calling in somebody, probably Uchiaki.
Yeah. Is is Jokingly playing like a route or something to just mise him? He's not. How sick would that be if he spirit callers the guy in and then just routes and he's like, "See ya." So we got a fan.
So what are his options? He has a fan.
He's gonna pull Ujiaki here. Absolutely, it's the strongest political defender he has.
But he'd still be losing, so he has to do something before
He'd
that.
be losing, but it wouldn't be breaking.
He has to do something before that. So let's see what he does before that.
No. You can just first action you spirit color Ujiaki, and then you can keep passing.
But that's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
What do you do to waste the... Oh, you used a bonsai. Ah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You have to do something first. So he bonsai'd first, and then he pulls a political rival, which is a 6. Yeah, sorry guys. I missed the bonsai being played. We were too busy talking about Sideshow. And we have a fan. Oh, this is so bad, because then this denies the keeper. All right. Does Jokingly needs one more political buff? Oh, Jokingly. Oh no, he has a court games, which doesn't help him. No, Tenorim the crab is not playing
Everyone
route.
zero glory here.
Yeah, Tenorim. He's not. Crab is not playing route.
I wonder if during Kiramode's tanking session, if you scrolled back up to look at the last policy debate.
See, so what's your opinion on that? So Kingsley and I think that should be totally fine. Like, in every other card game that I play, you're allowed to write down your opponent's hand. Like you're like that is.
But not in this game.
So Kiramode wins the conflict. So now he has to sack the Witch Hunter. He has to sack the Witch Hunter to stand Kasada.
Unfortunately, this is getting tense.
If Jokingly has a mountain here, that would be huge. Okay, so Jokingly is forced to. I think Jokingly should have mill attacked there. He had 11 mil just to get your keeper.
Yeah, I would have done the military attack just to force him to defend, because that was paltry defense by Kiramode, and he got away with it.
I mean, political
Military.
rival is pretty insane on a political defense.
I think a lot of times, like what we just did, people forget that you can pull from your conflict discard.
Yep. Look, the clans that I play don't have access to all these fancy actresses and spirit callers that these OP clans have. OP Scorpion and OP Lion. We had 9 Scorpions that made it through round 1.
Yeah. Now, so Jokingly's gone through over half of his deck. Yeah, to stop.
He needs a mountain. So
He needs a mountain. He could really use a political. About now. Because if he does attack with the keeper initiate,
think about
he
this.
needs to see that hand.
No. What about this? What if? So Jokingly could have a skirmisher now.
Yeah, and
So-
a bonsai.
Yeah. A skirmisher and a bonsai will do it because he no longer has the spirit caller to bring in a mill guy in defense. The other problem with losing this conflict, is that Kasada is off now.
Yeah, That's the bigger problem. And yeah, see here, he's just going to
He's gonna pop rally.
pop rally. Um, it's high. It's a tall order at this point to expect this. But if he has a policy debate and the mountain does not fall,
Tenorim, you think jokingly has charge, or you think Kiramode has charge?
I think he thinks Kiramode has charge because why would he keep a Kodo Totori in that slot if he didn't have the third charge?
Hashtag just lion things.
He uses his military conflict. That's
He does use. That's very interesting. So jokingly just flops it. It is Void Ring though, so this Kasada is going to get voided.
Yeah.
This is so risky though, because if jokingly plays a skirmisher here, Kiro dies. Well, he would need a buff. He would need a skirmisher and a bonsai. So 7, 8, 9, yeah, and a bonsai would do it.
But if he has a charge, then, well. So he's initiated a. He does defend with Kasada, which hopefully he has that mountain does not fall.
If you're defending here, you have to have mountain. Absolutely have to have mountain.
See, what I want to see is I want to see a policy debate. That's what I want to see. Debate.
Yeah, so Sotomatic, the problem I have with that is so in game when you force people to remember things, it brings an element that's not in the game to play. Just because somebody has a better memory than me shouldn't give them an advantage. You know
So
what
he
I mean?
plays the mountain does not fall.
Kiramode is not happy. Okay.
If he's that unhappy, that means he doesn't have the admit defeat, which is fantastic.
Correct. Well, he did discard 1, and he's only playing 2, and he's only seen 15 cards. Look.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, I always just assume my opponent has everything that they possibly do.
So, someone in chat saying they would have passed conflict, which is reasonable because you're gonna get first player. All you have to do is pop rally on this turn, and then you're gonna get first player with an active spirit color. So, also jokingly, winning this conflict is really huge because the Kasada won't die now.
But the question here is, does he attack with Kasada and try and kind of buff his way into a win, or
Real quick,
does he pass and play conservatively?
Real quick in chat, Cody, I understand that like there are certain aspects of remembering like the card pool, but when you get known information, you shouldn't have to like remember. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like that's how I'm at.
Like online gameplay is very different from in real life gameplay.
Sure. Like, but I'm just saying,
Jigoku's not a practice for real life tournaments. I think
fair.
that's very clear.
I think yes and no. I think it is still good practice. Like, I mean, the level of play is high, and it simulates the game very nicely. There's only two. I was just gonna say there's only two main differences, being note taking and time limit.
Jokingly and Kiramode right now, they have Jigoku open in one tab and their opponent's deck list open in the other tab.
That's
Can
fair.
we agree with that?
That's fair. I mean, they should, right? Like, I mean, they should. Like, if when I played my match, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's not tournament practice. So I understand. Like it's tournament practice in the
it is and it isn't.
This is a game.
Well, deck
that you play,
lists are published in cuts, right? In at Koteis and stuff.
You get to look at it and you hand it back.
Yeah, but you get to look at it during the match, right? Like before the match starts.
Yeah, they hand it to you before the match. You look at it and then you give it back to the OP person.
Sure.
And then you just go off memory.
Yeah. Then you just have to remember. You have to remember specific tech cards. Basically, you're not look. You're in that scenario in a high level tournament. You basically know what the main cards your opponent has, and then you look for oddballs. Like, oh crap, this Lion player is playing 2 admit defeats and 2 noble stacks. I gotta watch out for that.
Okay. Well. Anyway, so obviously, jokingly, his.
Yeah, sorry about that tirade. I come from a Magic background, so like I really like being able to write down cards.
Like, in my opinion, like, is it shady? Yeah. Is everyone doing it?
I don't think it's shady.
So it's okay.
I think
No. Just like is it against the rules? Like in a traditional sense, yes. But everyone does it, so it's okay.
Sure.
That's my opinion of it.
So jokingly doesn't have a skirmisher, which really sucks.
It defends.
He has to defend.
So
He has to defend because a
charge.
bonsai threatens a break.
Jamie doesn't have the skirmisher.
He's contesting
That would've been
fire
really helpful.
here. What do you think he's gonna do with this fire ring?
Just dishonor the general. I guess he did it so that his opponent couldn't break even if he didn't defend. Left.
Is there not? Is there not yeah, I guess the Water Ring's gonna have 2 fate on it though.
First player next round. So, unfortunately, he didn't get the Void Ring.
Okay, so
On
Jokingly
attack.
has to defend here. Jokingly is gonna have a strong a big defensive turn coming up. He is gonna lose to this Crisis Breaker because it's on a broken province.
Here's the question, and this is a question that I've had with a lot of people. Uh, Jokingly bids 5 next round, right?
Isn't Magic being writing down more due to wrong game states causing losses? No, and Soto, you get a lot of there's a lot of rules things, but you get warnings a lot. The amount of game losses for game state for failing to maintain game state are so low now. They have really made it. You basically have to play a lot less perfectly. Rega's saying that Jokingly might bid 5. Oh, that's a pretty good flop for Jokingly.
Saying I think Jokingly should bid 5. I think he should abandon this whole dishonor thing.
Dishonoring the general is huge too, because this implacable magistrate would have been huge.
God.
Can he solo break with implacable magistrate?
Implacable Magistrate and the Honor General in his bin.
Oh
No, he doesn't have an
he
Honor
doesn't
General
have another
anymore.
one in his bin. Cloud the mind, where are you?
Right. I think he just buys the Witch Hunter blank here.
Yeah, you have to, absolutely.
Buys itself to
Yeah.
stand somebody.
I mean,
This game. This is one of the closest games I've watched in a while.
so if so Kiramode buys Totori naked. Kiramode can just all Kiramode has to do is attack political with the magistrate and the Totori, and if he just court games the Totori to 6, he'll win. Because then Jokingly's court games dishonors the magistrate, and that's still 7. Jokingly 5 bids, Kiramode 3 bids for safety. No, I literally yeah,
Jokingly, and this, I mean, Jokingly is giving up on the dishonor at this point, and it really makes me like it's a shame he didn't have Watch Commanders because those would
Yeah, absolutely. Watch Commanders would have done it.
He would have won if Watch Commander was in his deck, I imagine.
Let's see. I think it's gonna be up. I'm predicting political attack with magistrate and Totori. You court games to honor Totori, and then when you get court games back, you just dishonor your magistrate, and that's 7. And oh no, Jokingly can honor his own guy. Yeah, Jokingly would have to honor his own guy with court games. Okay, never mind. What is Kiramode playing Test of Courage? He's not.
He is.
He's not. He is playing Strengthen Numbers, which is really important.
Really good against Casada.
Yeah, friggin' Zero Glory. Jokingly could have have drawn on the rebuild though, because he's gonna see 2 more cards from these storehouses. He could get a rebuild for favorable grounds.
Yeah, that would be a big deal.
Click. He might. Jokingly might have another charge. He might have drawn the last charge with the Spyglass activation from Casada.
So he's doing a water conflict here.
So he's threatening
man.
Bow on Casada. He is using his mill attack right now though. Can Kiramo just break with the magistrate? Bonsai plus box.
If he's got a way, or if he's got a bonsai, or if he's got...
Way doesn't do it. Way's only 5.
Yeah, Way's only 5. But a bonsai would do it.
Bonsai breaks because it goes to 6 and then you box to 7. Jokingly just doesn't defend because he's just like, look, if you have it, I can't beat you. So he would need a bonsai plus a throwaway card. So he has to have a throwaway card that doesn't... That's actually pretty hard to have a throwaway card here. Because you need... A lot of the times you need a target for it.
Well, he could just throw away his stronghold.
Well, yeah, but that's one. That's one to break. I guess then he could have Way plus Bonsai.
That's a possibility.
Because he doesn't have a general. I think he should have attacked with the general. If he attacks with the general still pumps the magistrate.
Could just have a talisman and just flip him over to that.
Oh, how sick would that be? Oh man, just flip him to defend the wall and be like, psych.
Yeah, if he ever threatens to break, he can just flip him over to defend the wall and be like, fuck you.
Yep. So he has drawn almost 75% of his deck. So it's very likely he could have seen the second talisman. That would be, oh man, that'd be so sick.
He's gonna have 11 cards in his hand. I think it's more likely that he sees it than not at this point.
He can, there's nothing in his graveyard that he can Spirit Color here. That is useful.
Yeah, nothing useful at this point. It's a shame that he's gonna lose Casada.
He might. He could have a reprieve. You mean on the ring?
Casada's gonna get bowed.
Yeah, but he could have a charge for this Witch Hunter in his province row and then stand Casada.
Nice. We'll see if he has it.
Yeah.
He's played 2 of them, so they'd both be on their 3rd charge at this point. Charge is such.
Jokingly's drawn 10 more cards than Kiramode though.
Absolutely. I mean, that's jokingly has seen a lot of his deck. Kiramode is thinking pretty hard right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what jokingly can do. Really.
Just defend it with Casada here, just to get that one more card draw.
The Spyglass. Yeah, because you're gonna get bowed anyway.
He's getting bowed regardless. So
there's the box. So box 6 cancelled by Casada. Here's the moment of truth. Does he have Bonsai Way?
If he's got Bonsai Way, he deserves to win.
Well, so that's why I'm saying you should have attacked with the general. Because if you attack with the general, then the magistrate still breaks with just a Bonsai. Oh, he's just gonna bow the intimidating Hita.
He's got to give the Line Sprite Brawler a nothing attachment first, though.
Yeah. What? Why did he do this? Am I missing something?
I'm sure there's a reason. Kiramode's a good player.
I agree.
So
No. I'm not saying it as in he's a bad player. I'm just very confused on this.
See what
Bonsai Katana works. Yeah, anything with a katana works. Oh no, yeah. Kiramode's not playing katanas. Kiramode has no katanas. He only has fans.
He's got 3 Bonsais and 1 Way left. Those are the cards that will help him win this conflict.
Yeah, and he needs. After a Bonsai, he's +1 away, which is why I'm. If he had Bonsai, all he had to do was attack with the general.
Yeah, which tells me he doesn't have Bonsai, right? Isn't that what that says?
Oh yeah, and Kalim's just saying now here comes the charge. If we get a charge on the Witch Hunter, that could be something.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess it doesn't do anything. You would have had to defend with Casada.
Yeah, I would have defended with Casada personally.
Yeah, you just get a card. You're not getting a card now. Like, I'm just very confused.
It's a Bonsai. So now he's up to 2.
Wait, Kiramode's Bonsai the Brawler. What?
Oh, because he knows he can't break. Now he's gonna bow the.
Oh, so we're gonna get. So he's just gonna bow out Jokingly's board here.
He's a 7. Does Bonsai have to be participating?
Yes, Bonsai has to be participating.
Yeah, he does.
Well, it doesn't matter that Casada's a 7. He's gonna get water ringed. The Brawler will bow the intimidating Hita.
Yeah, they're both bowing down.
So
that's a bummer.
So Jokingly needs a conflict character into a charge, and then he needs to use Witch Hunter to stand Casada. Holy crap! This game has been insane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Rig is taking my line. Why didn't you just do Magistrate plus General and double and Bonsai your Magistrate? That's a break. It's a break given no talisman. Like, but I mean, you have the opportunity to win the game, right? Like, there's a way to play. You can play to win, or you can play not to lose.
A little late now.
No,
and he puts it on Casada.
He does have the talisman. Okay, so Kiramode is rewarded. But
yeah.
Why do you don't move at all though? Like, there's no reason to move.
Not now, not anymore.
Damn! Imagine if he had a katana for this intimidating Hita. How sick would that have been? Oh wait, no,
It
he
wouldn't
double
matter.
bonsai'd the brawler, didn't he? There's the charge.
Yeah, now he
There's the
charges
charge
him
because
that
he
time.
used
That's
it.
charge.
Okay, okay.
Things are starting to work out now. Okay.
Wait, okay. This game has been sick.
All we need is the now all we need is the skirmisher, and then we got a chance.
Yeah, so he can just stand Kasada with his Witch Hunter. Yeah, Witch Hunter doesn't count. He's not gonna. He does have favor, so technically the Witch Hunter counts for 1.
That might have also been a good reason not to do the general and
Do you political? Okay. Do you political attack with your Kasada, or do you have to mill attack, right?
What is Kasada at this point? 1, 2,
2, 3, 4,
3,
5, 6.
4,
He's at 6
5,
ball.
6.
Yes,
Paul.
he can't break on his own, so that's not good.
He can't.
He does have keepers in his graveyard. He has.
There's the favorable ground to move the steadfast switch on our home.
Okay. I am picking up what Jokingly is putting down.
Not jokingly, he's playing this brilliantly. Needs at this point.
So there's a for shame
then-
to dishonor the Witch Hunter. Who cares? Now you need to pull the Witch Hunter out right now, because I think he has another for shame. So yeah, he pulls the Witch Hunter out. Jokingly has 1 keeper in his graveyard.
So you could just do a military earth, and if he loses, he at least has a defender for the next attack. I would do Void to get rid of that magistrate, though. To be perfectly honest, if I were play for next round, because he's got
he needs a reprieve effect for this Kasada. He has to. I'm assuming he has a reprieve, but I mean
he has one because he played a talisman on a guy with no fate.
Yeah.
So he has a reprieve in hand. He played both of his rebuilds, so he doesn't have a rebuild, but he can stand.
What if he does so he can just mill earth here? You could mill earth to get a keeper. And then stand Kasada.
If he has a skirmisher, he can skirmisher attack.
No, he's already passed his opportunity to stand Kasada.
That's interesting.
So he's doing mill earth. And he has favor, so he does have favor.
A mill of 5 at earth. Basically just forcing a defense. He's forcing a defense.
Of note, Jokingly does have a court game still in his hand, if I recall. Yes, Jokingly has at least 1 court games in his hand, because he has not played one, and when he got policy debated, there was a court games in his hand.
Yeah.
Let's see real quick.
General.
How many Tenorims how many court games has Kiramode played? None. So it's reasonable to assume that he also has a court games.
So he gets the Earth Ring. Random discards a 4 greater glory, which doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Jokingly gets the draw card. I wonder if Kiramode is gonna re-listen to this back and he's just like, God, these guys are so pro my opponent is fucking ridiculous.
Look, if Kiramode wins this game, I would also be I would be happy because both players have played really well. I'm not gonna lie though, I would be pretty happy if a crab player won. Just saying.
He knows what this is.
The number of A's.
I think it'd be funny if I listened to a cast of one of my games, people are like, "Oh yeah, fuck Joe. I hope he loses, that little bastard." If that was what was going on the entire game, like I would be very like, "Damn, dude, this is aggressive."
look, the number of A's in Crab Chat is gonna be so high. Like just the number of A's in Crab are gonna be so high.
Okay, so he gets the Earth Ring. Now he can sacrifice the Witch Hunter to stand Kasada.
Yeah. And Jokingly is not even close to losing to Honor, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He's still at 14.
Interesting.
Wait.
So knows that he can't.
Oh, he knows. He just knows he can't break, right? Because wait, if he has double fan, does Kiramode break with double fan? He goes to.
Kiramode's just going after the other province anyway.
Oh yeah, because he has talisman.
He's like, there's no reason to make him
It's defend the wall.
use a talisman.
This is actually pretty
Use
smart
other
because if he breaks defend the wall, then jokingly can't send it over there.
I mean, that's what he would have done anyway.
That's fair.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
it literally doesn't matter which one he attacks.
He's going for rally.
Because it's gonna end. It's gonna end at the other stronghold anyway.
Okay, so jokingly's gonna defend. He's gonna court games to dishonor Toturi. Kiramode's probably gonna court games to re-honor. Then in his remaining hand, if he has double fan, that puts him up to 7, but that's not enough to break. So Kiramode cannot break on this turn. But he's gonna get a fire ring.
Kiramode's never gonna break.
No, but he's gonna get fire ring. He's gonna get double keeper, triple keeper. Oh no, double keeper.
Which would be a shame.
And he can honor one of the keepers too, with the second fire ring. I think Kiramode's played 2 first games already, Rega? Oh no, he has not. He's only played the 1.
So, but he can't play it right here anyway. So yeah, we see the court games, which makes sense. Now,
if Kiramode doesn't have a court games here, like this could be disastrous.
He does. You'd assume he does.
Well, he knew that jokingly had a court games. Like he absolutely knew he had it. So like if that's the case, okay, there it is. There it is. If jokingly has a fan here, he can he can win.
Theoretically, if his opponent has nothing else.
Well, I mean, his opponent only has 3 cards in hand. Like they could be just not useful cards. Like he had it for greater glory in his hand.
Yeah, so he got rid of a useless card. He's thinning the useless cards out of his hand instead of getting the good ones. It would have been nice if he hit that court games.
Oh, Rega's saying it's a political attack. So yeah, so Toturi will not get to double resolve.
Yeah. What did you say he could? You're such a
Yeah. I know. I'm such a bad player. I thought it was Hotaru. So, Tenor, do you really save fans for the Kasada push? Because all you have to do is, if you win this conflict, that's 2 stats. That's 2 stats that he's saving off of his opponent's board, and those.
And he put it.
Go ahead.
Because why not?
Well, I was gonna say if I had a fan there, I would try and win this conflict because it takes away 2 keepers that will be around for next turn also.
He probably doesn't have the fan.
Okay, so he stacks his Witch Hunter here to stand his Kasada. He political void, I think, right?
Yeah.
And you
Political
void
void,
this
just get rid of the magistrate. Yeah, you gotta get rid of the magistrate.
Oh. This could be bad. So, how many Ujiakis have gone by? Oh, this is the 3rd Ujiaki. So the turn that Kiramode is finally gonna win favor, he's not gonna have Ujiaki.
Yeah.
So if Tenerum high rolls his 3rd Spirit Caller, it could be really bad for jokingly.
You mean Kiramode?
No. I'm saying if Kiramode flips the 3rd Spirit Caller, he can then Spirit Caller Ujiaki and use the favor.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it would be bad for jokingly.
Openly.
Okay, so there's the reprieve.
What are the odds?
As you called.
3 spirit colors in the top 20.
I mean, somebody with a hypogeometric calculator can figure it out. Ask Davis. Alright, so here we go. So 6 isn't even breaking on its own. So Kiramode just defends with both. Absolutely.
0.5% chance.
What is it?
Percent chance. Of these 4 cards he's about to get.
For one of them to be a Spirit Caller? Alright. So it's 1 in 21, right?
It's 11.5% chance.
You know what? 11.5. That's not bad.
Slightly better than 1 out of 10.
Wait, GG.
Wait, GG.
What?
Hey, you got another fan.
Kiramode is so greedy.
Oh. Wait, why did Kiramode? He wanted the favor.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Even if he defends with the other initiate, that's still no. That's so greedy. Oh my god, that's so greedy. Why would you not defend with both of your keepers?
He wanted the favor. He wanted the favor. For the top deck Spirit Caller as well.
Oh my god, he's not gonna be first player next turn. Jokingly is gonna have this tooled up Kasada attacking him next turn also. Like you can't. Oh my god.
Didn't have enough juice to break with my magistrate, or at least force you to use the stick. that is to play as well as Kiramode played all game. He made one brutal error at the very end. No.
Yeah, Honor General plus Magistrate. Honor General still gives Magistrate +1. Bonsai breaks with 7.
But then he would have had to defend it with Kasada and gotten the favor, so it would have been...
No. This is the turn that he didn't defend with Kasada. It was just the Magistrate attack.
Just attacked with Magistrate, so if
He attacked
with
with he attacked with just the Magistrate, and then he Spirit Colored the LPB, remember?
Yeah. So if he attacked with Magistrate and Honor General to give the +1 strength to the Magistrate, the favor would have canceled that out. Thought about that, but that...
Sure. I'm just saying that was a chance to win.
Oh, anyway.
No. Both.
It was a long shot regardless. The only mistake I saw both keepers at the end because he won the favor. That was literally the only mistake I saw all game. Only significant mistake. Asking him to interview now? See if there's a mic in my hand.
Yeah, I forgot jokingly plays on a tablet.
Oh, really? Tablet. Wow.
Yeah, he plays on an Android tablet. He's mentioned it in Crab Chat a few times. Okay, let's look at chat here. Okay, so why not defend with both? Wow, told you he had another fan. Of course he did. He has 9 cards left in his deck. Greedy is the play if Joe is here. No, Rega, both you and I are missing on the Honor General play. Favor does contribute 1. So he can, the charged Witch Hunter would have stopped that break.
I don't get the greedy comment. Am I greedy?
You're pretty greedy, Joe. Like, you take some really crazy lines because you just want that fate. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get this fate. No. Click for a snare. Box got blanked by Kasada. He had to use the box to blank Kasada. He didn't have another way to blank Kasada. Okay, we're seeing real quick if jokingly can get a mic, and we'll get an interview from probably. I think so far this has been the best game.
It's definitely been the most entertaining.
Oh, Proposition Dark with the shade! He says your last game was the definition of greed. Man, salt in the wound.
Fine. I made some mistakes that game.
That's fair. Look,
I got my ideal matchup and I blew it, and that's my cross to bear. You know.
Is that really your ideal matchup? Is Crane Phoenix?
Attachment Control is my ideal matchup.
Alright.
Clan, any deck that doesn't have Attachment Control is my ideal matchup, and I blew it. But, I mean, my opponent played well, but we're not talking about that. This is about this game. Let's see if we can get jokingly into this game. This cast about my game. I guess he's looking for his microphone right now.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna give him a couple of minutes. Otherwise, we'll just have to let people just assume what he would say. Let's take a quick look at the bracket then. So this puts another crab player into the top 16. So that's 2 crabs in top 16. So we have 2 crabs in top 16, and then there's 2 more crabs with a chance to make top 16. We have Action Johnny against Sir Largeness, and Cody is playing against Kingsley.
Yeah. I'm particularly interested in that Action Johnny game versus Sir Largeness because those are 2 guys I talk to a lot.
Have you seen Sir Largeness's list? It is wild.
I'm about his list for 2 months now.
Oh, the Mono no Are, like, really crazy list? Yeah.
I mean, it's Chris Podorf or Frotop on Facebook, and I remember when Mono no Aware came out, he was the one that posted, like, so this is the most broken card in the game, right? And everyone called him an alarmist and all that stuff, but that I think he's gonna prove it with this deck because Scorpion is just the ideal carrier of mono no ORA.
That's true.
Because they can just mono
Okay,
no
okay.
ORA their opponent.
Jokingly says he's got headphones plugged in, so I'm gonna add him to the call and see what happens.
If this works. Get him accept a friend request. What the
Yeah, I
fuck,
know.
man?
So the way Discord is set up, you can't do group DMs or you can't do group chats if you don't or if you're not friends with everyone. It's really weird.
Talking to people you don't know.
Yeah, I know. Strangers, right? Something about strangers.
That's the thing.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and create this group chat. Hopefully this works.
Kalimsha throwing some shade at Frotop's deck. It's not unexpected. I expect him to throw shade at it, honestly, but.
Does this work?
Oh yes. All right, cool, dude. Yo, that game was sick. Congratulations. That game was
nuts.
awesome.
Oh
Absolutely
my
The
God.
awesome.
entire commentary was just like
So
completely crab biased to the most insane
We
degree.
were just a little bit biased, just a little bit biased.
terrible.
We were. Oh man, that was so awesome. I was so happy that you pulled it out. It looked bad. It looked bad for so long. Like the spirit callers were just doing work on you, and like he got some Toturi resolves. Like I was just like, what is happening? And then Kasada came out and he just held the fort.
Yeah, Casada's like absolutely crazy in that matchup. I mean, same with Vince's yesterday, right?
Oh
I
yeah.
have a really good buddy that we've tested this matchup a few times, right? We got a few reps in against this deck list, and Casada just shuts everything down. So I saw him, and it's like you do that dance where you're like, do I want to wait and charge him in? You're like, nope, just play him, hit the table, he'll turn the game around.
Yep, and then you got to you had that mountain when you needed it. You had your second mountain, so that was really clutch.
The mountain was loose, right? I hadn't seen an admit defeat yet.
Yeah. Well, no, one got discarded. One got discarded.
Or
One
got
we were
discarded.
commenting. We're just like, well, hopefully he doesn't have the second one here.
Like, I want to see a policy debate here because he can policy debate the keeper and get that second admit defeat out of his hand before he mountains.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah, I wanna see that
realistically
too,
though, so Kalimsha was commenting all game. So you bid one every turn, but I think the final turn where you bid 5, and you drew 13 more cards than Kiramode. So Spyglass is a hell of a drug, man.
Every day I say that Spyglass is the best conflict card in the game. It's the best conflict card in the game.
It's so
and decks
sick.
like that, when you choose to have no attachment interaction, like that's what you leave yourself open to, right?
So when you saw your opponent's deck list, you were like, no attachment hate, yeah, motherfucker!
Dude, like you do it, right? And I'll mulligan every card in my hand at the start of the game if I don't have a Spyglass. Like nothing matters more than getting a Spyglass because it's all of your cards.
So
And it enables that. And that deck, like it, and we kind of saw it in that game, but in the testing, like they almost want to get aggressive with policy debate bids, right?
well, yeah.
And
So
you
this
can
line
let
list is
them-
3 policy debates, which is very, very not the normal. I don't think, right? Like they don't normally play policy debate.
No, I imagine in a lot of matchups he has so much extra honor that he can get aggressive with the bids, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's fair. But
But
you
this
one bid
right,
him
if
into
you-
the dirt.
You can one bid him into the dirt. He's running 3 assassinates too, and so when you one bid him into the dirt with the Spyglass, then it shuts off aggressive policy debate bids, shuts off assassinate plays, and so you can plank like up to 6 cards in their deck.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. You know, you're running the policy debates, you're running the intimidating Hitas, you're doing the one bid plan, you're relying on Spyglasses for a lot of your draw. Why isn't Watch Commander in this deck?
So it was the last card to come out. We talked about it quite a bit, but it feels like I wasn't like you're pressing every side at the same time, right? You're pressing breaks and you're pressing dishonor, but like usually if your opponent's pretty good, they can hang out at a couple honor, and you might end up winning by dishonor, but like you're also threatening to break the stronghold at the same time. So you're not really closing the game out that way. I do still like the card, and I'll probably revisit it, but there's just no space. Like
I know.
I tried lists with no reprieve, right, which was kind of insane.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I know, but you have to kind of revisit every card. We got an influx with policy debate and talisman.
Yeah.
Talisman's insane.
It's so good.
It's and in that last turn, like he was dancing a little bit, but like on that magistrate play, like if everything dumpstered, then I just move it to defend the wall.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what we were saying. Like when you didn't defend with Casada, it's like, well, he's got a talisman.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all, right? He
He's
can't
not
remove
afraid
it.
of
They
anything.
don't have to participate. Like it's nuts.
And your
If you
opponent
to
doesn't have
be,
let
right?
go, so you just like not scared at all, no fear.
Yep.
Uh,
Right. I figured it. I wanted it just for that extra force, so he couldn't. Because I didn't want him to LPV my Casada, and then water ring his freaking
Oh, Spirit Caller.
Shigenja.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was afraid of that because that card terrifies me, and I played against multiple the whole freaking game.
Yeah, I mean he had two in play like the whole game, and his graveyard was stacked all game. He had multiple Toturis, multiple Honor Generals, an LPB. Like it had it all, man.
Like in the testing, eventually that deck has a weird flop because he's still running Staging Ground and some of the little guys. He's on like 6 holdings.
He's
So,
on
like-
2 Staging Grounds, 3 Imperial Storehouse, and 1 Imperial Palace. So yeah, 6 holdings.
Yeah, so he's 6 holdings, 3 keepers. He's running like Matsu Bayona or whatever.
He has 2 Bayonas, and he has 3 Mia Satoshi.
Yeah, so like that deck can have just awful flops. And if you get a turn, right, where they basically take the turn off with a couple holdings, then like it's really easy to turn the corner. So I was kind of waiting for that, but I never.
You keeping favor was insane also, because he had 3 Ujiakis ready to go. He was just like, please just give me favor, and you just are like, nope, no thank you.
Yeah, I mean I couldn't let that go, right, because that loses the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, real quick, let's just take a look at the bracket here. So you and Vince are both in the top 16 now, so we have 2 crabs going through.
Yeah.
So you are 100% going to be playing against Scorpion next round, because Four-Dream won, so he's going to be playing against Shoshiro Sakuya, who I do not know, but he did beat Humblest Monk, who's a good Scorpion player.
Yep.
So
And the best news is that you and Vince are on opposite sides of the bracket, so if you meet, it'll only be in the finals.
could be a crab
the dream.
finals.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel against Scorpion? Are you confident in that matchup?
I mean, I'm pretty confident. They got some fun tools, but it's, I mean, shit, you're a Magic player, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, it's the fairies matchup where like,
Yeah, I get that.
right?
I get
where
that.
like you sit around and you're like, well, do they have Cryptic or do they have Mistbind Click, right? Like, do I play a spell pre-combat or post-combat? Because like, if they have one and I play into it, I'm screwed, right?
Come on, dude. You know they have. You know they just have Spell Stutter.
Right. So this matchup's like the same thing, right? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I get it. You have a ton of Fate, so you either have Kachiko or a Fate Worse Than Death. But
think-
like I mean, in my experience, they love to play Kachiko aggressively, and then they just lose because like they spend a ton on this thing that wants to beat down, but like they can't beat down hard enough to actually break your stronghold ever. So you give them a province or two with these big old rumblers, but then like just crack back harder.
It is.
So
I was gonna say. I think that actually the best card in that matchup, having played it, is Calling in Favors.
calling in favors is nuts, right?
Yeah, because they steal your
Spyglass is
refrees,
nuts.
your talismans, your spyglasses. Like you have so
Yeah.
many good attachments for them to steal.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be tight, right? Scorpion always makes it close.
Yep.
And it'll be a race to the bottom, and we'll sit at 2 honor apiece for most of the game. But that's how the matchup goes. I don't think we have it. I don't think a Fate Worse Than Death is as bad as people want it to be.
No, I think Crab actually has the tools to fight it more so than any other clan because of the reprieve effects. The Fate loss isn't even that bad.
Yeah, exactly. So you just ride it out and hope for the best.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. There you go, Joe. You got to cast the whole game, and your wife didn't yell at you.
It's an ideal scenario.
Ideal scenario, right?
Yeah.
And Crab won. So I'm gonna go ahead
It's
and
all ideal.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a nice rest of your day. Congratulations against Jokingly. So Crab Chat's gonna be hyped for a little bit. Let's go celebrate.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
All right, take care.
All right.
See ya.
All right, guys, that is going to conclude this really awesome game. Thanks to everybody who participated in chat, and thanks to our players for just giving us this great show. I'll go ahead and I'm going to upload this onto YouTube again, and it'll be posted in the channel. Take care, guys.